Hello, this is Bridget Rao with Divine Essentials. We have a pick a card or a pick a deck here today, and we're just going to get messages for you. What do you need to hear right now? If you're hearing it, it's what you need to know at this time. These are 3 decks that I've created. They're all available on my Etsy shop, and I have private readings available on my website, and all of the links are down below. I'm doing a little 25% off sale. It's only going to be on for like the next 24 hours on my Etsy shop for like crystals, the PDF downloads, my candles, my sprays, all of those things. Okay? But we're going to be using Ocean of Motion, Toxic Triggers, and the Divine Time Oracle. And whichever deck you choose as your main deck will be the one that we start off with. But you will be getting messages from all 3 decks for what is the most necessary for you to know at this time. So I'm going to start off with Ocean of Emotion. And we're going to dive in and see what is it that you need to know at this time. What are the messages that Spirit is like, hey, yo, you need to know this. And we have, I don't know how to fix the pain in my heart broken. So I feel like you could be dealing with a person in your life, or you could just even be dealing in your own life with your own self at this time, feeling like you don't know how to fix something that has felt broken. It could be connected to a specific relationship, but for many of you, I feel like this could be somebody else that's feeling like this, that's feeling brokenhearted and they don't know how to fix it. And on your side, you maybe been working to become your best self, okay? But this could also be another person that's been trying to work on themselves and trying to become the healthiest self that they can be, but they could be stumbling and finding that like there's still things that are broken, you know. And I think that's the case for all of us, no matter where we are in this world at this time, you know, no matter how long you've been awakened or how long you've been alive, there's going to be things that are broken at times, and I don't think we're ever going to always feel 100% like, okay, everything has just completely fixed and I'm perfect, and that's okay. I think the real broken thing is us thinking all the time that there's something wrong with us and that we have to do all this crazy work for us to be, you know, worthy or healthy or whatever. It's like, it's, you know, yeah, we got to do the work, but it doesn't have to be that like draining and difficult, you know. It's like, just show up as your best self. If you got a lot of stuff under the surface, try to just let it go, man, you know, just let it go. And if people have hurt you, it sucks, but over time we can become our healthier selves and put those pieces back together. So I also have nervous. My anxiety is worse than ever before. I'm constantly worried and insecure. Now, this could be your energy or someone else's energy. And for those of you that have like twin flame situations, it may be that you both have a lot of anxiety. You may both feel anxious. You may both have a broken heart. You may both want to become your best selves, but maybe don't know exactly what to do to get there yet. And I got stuck. I can't break out of these illusions. And again, this would be an illusion. Feeling like I'm broken and I can't fix myself is a lie that we tell ourselves. And feeling anxious is worrying about something that hasn't happened yet for the most part. In most cases, our anxiety sabotages us. And if we're feeling depressed, we're worried about what already did happen. But if we're anxious, we're worried about what's gonna happen. And those are all illusions, because the only thing you can control is this, like, your response to things, right? And it's like, it doesn't even matter if those negative, bad things happen, because how you respond to them is going to determine how well it will be or how detrimental it can get. So we also have toxic, this is no good for you. And I feel like there is something in your life that is causing you anxiety. There's something in your life that, you know, has been some sort of illusion, and it's not good for you. I also have coffin season, finding winter's warmth. So if you have been alone or you've been separated from somebody, I feel like there may be the season at this time where it's like you're ready to break out of being broken, break out of being alone, break out of the illusion of I don't deserve this, you know. And then when you break out, you may find that you bring awareness to others on how to do the same. Or it may just bring you, like, you may just, you know, get together with somebody, come out of this broken heart time, come out of this energy of not feeling your best, and finally become that, and then show it to others. Like, look at how the pictures look. It looks like he's like, see my love? Like, I didn't mean to do that, but it's almost like you might come together with somebody and they're going to want to show you off. You know, they're going to want to bring awareness to others. Like, this is my person and you cannot take them from me. And then I have passion. What are you passionate about? This is your purpose. If you're passionate about somebody, they're probably part of your purpose. They're probably part of your situation. And then we have the first step is to acknowledge the pain. So again, some messages that came through earlier today, like with the other decks that I have, that I did a little reading for Instagram, and this card actually came out earlier today. I had asked specifically just for myself what I needed to know, and I got sexuality, which is like basically you need to get freaky deaky and switch it up and have a good time and all that, right? But the reading that I did for Instagram was talking about like self-sabotage and needing to have faith, and sometimes our pride is blocking us, and sometimes we're too prideful to admit that there's pain, and that causes a hole in our soul, and it causes us to be inauthentic. We act like we're okay when we're not, and we need to alchemize that so that we don't sabotage our family and our tribe, and in some cases, it's okay to let go of people in our, whether it's family, soul tribe, or whatever, like that may be a part of healing and alchemizing. It just depends on what the circumstances are, but we don't want to be too prideful in our decision making so that we can heal and have true love in our lives, And it's like sometimes we're afraid to admit that we love somebody. We're afraid to admit that we've been hurt by somebody. I don't know. Hold on, my phone. Sorry, the phone was dying and it wouldn't charge. Okay. Like say you're holding back, you're pretending like you don't care about something, or somebody may be doing that with you, right? That's going to block you from love. And again, like I'm just getting this sense that like things could be blocking stuff in your life. The card pride, an ego, envy, things like that are going to self-sabotage us and our family and our friends and our connections. So we need to alchemize that and become our whole true self, our authentic self, not hold back what we truly feel, not hold back what we truly want, and learn our lessons. Like, how teachable are you? You need to learn to grow, and there is help from above in the circumstances in your life. Okay? So another thing that came through within that reading was like the rituals that go along with the cards, and one of them was like to make 7 different masks and just like with colored pencils draw the masks of what you think your false versions of yourself look like the perfect person, the good girl, whatever it is, the things that you might be doing that aren't truly you, right? It's like these are just false versions of me, like I pretend to be this for the sake of others. And then you can wear those masks and dance around. And then, where's the book? Hold on. All right, so Hole in the Soul is the card that we had saw, and it said, find a safe place, use colored pencils, draw several masks. Each mask needs to represent the aspects of yourself that are false, like the good girl, the good boy, the savior, the slave, the rebel, the victim, the overachiever, all of those types of things. Take time to write or draw the qualities that you feel each false self contains. Turn on some music, put on a mask, and move in a way that you feel the mask requires for you to express yourself and feel the feelings that you may have suppressed. Once you have completed the dance, take off the physical mask and burn it, and then imagine energetically taking off the false masks that you wear in front of various people. Give yourself permission to be your real self. Imagine a person in front of you whom you feel doesn't accept you, and say, I'm going to portray you now and recover my true self. Now imagine this person is saying to you, I understand you, and encourage you to become the person you were meant to be. Okay? Because a lot of times we put on a mask, and a lot of times we will have pride or envy or things like that standing in the way of us moving forward. Okay? And then love I had opened up to before it just kind of happened. So focus on your heart, take some deep slow breaths, imagine unlocking the door to your heart. What does your heart look like? Is it cold, frozen, and dark, or is it full of warmth, light, and sweetness? If it is cold gray, imagine melting the coldness with yellow light. Who do you need to communicate with so that your heart can heal? Imagine that person is in front of you now, and say what you need to share without holding back. Now step into their shoes and answer back from the highest place within them. Give yourself permission to experience an open heart. Every time you want to close your heart, take some deep breaths and choose to keep it open even if it hurts. Okay, so let go of limiting beliefs around love. Your heart desires more connections, love, and nourishment. You are at a point in your life where you need to learn how to truly give and receive love. Fully opening your heart will awaken your vulnerability, sensitivity, and fear, in particular, your fear of rejection and intimacy with another person. However, you will also unleash your passion, inspiration, greatness, and an ability to care deeply. Start seeing how great life is and be willing to connect to others. If you have been holding on to past pain, then it is time to acknowledge, feel, and move forward. Give yourself permission to let people in. Ask for love with all your heart and soul, and it will come. Look for something beautiful in every person you encounter. Focus on feeling good whenever you see people loving each other, and know this is coming to you in a form of love, of a lifetime, or an incredible friendship, okay? So do those things and probably work on some self-love. Allow yourselves to receive. Anytime anyone says something nice to you or offers help to you, take it and take a deep breath and ask, thank them, and accept it. You need to find something loving or nurturing to do for yourself. This could be a massage, a healing treatment, or a movie with a friend. Every time you look in the mirror, repeat, I am lovable, and do this every day until you really believe it, okay? And also this card came through for me today. It's like, you've gotta say what you mean. Honest communication begins with you. Take a moment to connect within and ask, in what area of your life are you hiding or denying how you feel? Does your relationship with your partner need revamping? Are there things that are not working? Who are the people in your life that you must be honest with? This is your opportunity to take back your power and share clearly, wisely, and honestly what does and does not work for you. When you feel vulnerable, you can be easily swayed to say what you feel the other person wants to hear in order to keep the peace. The message of this card is that you need to say what you really mean, whether someone else likes it or not. Okay, so we don't want to hold back our truth just to keep everybody else fucking happy. We don't want to wear that mask, okay? Rub your hands together for about 30 to 40 seconds and imagine that you're holding a blue ball of energy in your hands, and then reflect on the qualities of confidence, honesty, and clarity. Then place your hands just above your throat and breathe in the blue light. Imagine this light moving into your throat, helping you to access the right words that you need to say. Picture the person who you need to communicate with standing in front of you. Share what you feel you need to say to this person, realizing that their higher self is listening. And when you have completed this action, write down what you feel you need to say to them, and then share your feelings in person if appropriate, okay? And oh yeah, I just want to let people know over here on the Divine Essentials channel, I just did the whole Reiki 1 teachings and the certificate part, the attunement and everything. I did four videos for it. It's all posted. And if you want to receive a certificate from me, I just need some sort of like a donation of any denomination. It could be as low as $1 up to whatever you would like to send for it. I usually charge $150 for the class, but I was guided to share it in a way where more people could access it and start using the teachings of it. I'm also going to teach Reiki 2 and Reiki Master Teacher, but I'm not sure exactly the method I'm going to do it, because I might, depending on what comes out of it, will depend on what I do in the following ones. I might teach everything, but do the attunement on like a limited, like you got to at least give me $33 for the attunement, you know what I mean? Just because, just because. And because of the teachings that are within it. But that blue light thing reminded me, again, there's like almost 4 hours of me just going over everything to do with being a Reiki healer. So if you're interested in doing Reiki, being a healer, or just healing yourself, that is over there. And it is available for you if you are interested in seeing it, and start doing these rituals in your life that are going to bring you abundance and help you to be more mindful and to get out of any bad behaviors or bad habits that you need to cut your cords from and release yourself from. Now is the time to heal, shift, and grow. So we have their absence brings balance, and then watch your thoughts egotistical. So again, what I've been talking about this whole time, the ego, the pride, the things like that. Watch your thoughts, okay? And watch your spending and your responsibilities. We don't want to let the ego run away with us. And because like that happens too, right? Like the pride card came out, and it's like sometimes we will do silly things just so we don't hurt our pride. We buy something we can't afford. You know what I mean? We put on a show, and it's like, no. Like, we don't need to do those things. You don't need to impress anybody. That becoming your healthiest self is the most impressive thing you can do, and that means letting go of all that stuff, okay? And whoever's been absent is bringing balance and justice to your life, and I feel like justice is coming into your life anyways, because you are shifting your consciousness, you're shifting your mind, you're realizing that you don't need to be afraid of what other people think about you. You don't need to be afraid of what other people are going to do to you. You only need to be afraid of allowing those things to torture you and take over your well-being and destroy you from within, because that's all that is. We have to say no. I'm shifting my mind, and I'm shifting my beliefs, I'm shifting my energy, and I'm already free. You have that freedom to do that right now. So, and that's going to give you the strength, the infinite connections, and the abundance that you want. But If you don't grow, decades will come and go. So it's time to choose growth, and that's going to help you to grow in love. That's going to help you to grow in abundance. It's going to help you to grow in your soul. So you're awakening new partnerships, you're manifesting your thoughts, and there's a progression of love coming into your life at this time. 222, I just split the deck, and I got 222, twin flame, divine partnership, soulmates. So please do not stop working on yourself, okay? Keep working on yourself, because it's time for a change, and it won't be strange. And the answers that you seek are in a book, okay? So open a book, take a look. The answers you seek will come this week. Now that could also be Google or whatever, but look closer towards the information that you know is going to help your soul, that you know is going to shift your energy. Like, if you're called to do something, do it. Whether it's a meditation, whether it's an activation, whether it's go outside for a walk, whether it's take a hot bath, whether it's do something like light a candle, whatever it is, do the thing, cut the cords. And with grass growing on the vine, know that you have time, okay? So relax and know that you now have time. A glass of wine will calm the mind. If you've been impatient or anxious about something, relax, okay? Shift that, okay? Because if we bring things in too soon, it's going to be whack. It's like, it may deceive us. We don't want to be anxious when we bring things into our life anyways, because then it's going to be not a great thing, because we're out of alignment. So our mission would need a reassignment. And that's when you can be in your divine feminine frequency and be receptive and nurturing to the things that are in alignment with your soul and not your ego, okay? So 616, we want to shift that. Look at that motherfucker, look. Authenticity, taking off the masks. This is the thing that needs to be done. Just be your fucking freak show self, ladies and gentlemen. Let your nature come through. It doesn't matter what anyone thinks of you. Your true soul tribe will celebrate the freakiness that you are. Your perfectionism exists within being who you truly are. Okay? And having conscious words about yourself, and following your heart compass. And look at this card knocked this off of this right here. 6 of Cups. 6 of Cups. Sorry, my sister's messaging me a whole bunch. And I'm like, what is she talking about? So yeah, 6 of Cups is like coming back together. And it's because you're shifting your vibration. You're healing that inner child. You're letting go of the things that are stagnant, and letting go of the shit that's holding you back, so you can be your true valuable self and attract all of the things, like the 10 of motherfucking pentacles. The 10 of motherfucking pentacles. You have the ultimate motherfucking fulfillment and justice. Look at that. All those motherfuckers who want to fuck with you, fuck them, because you've been up with the light. You've been doing what's right, and you're moving forward. You're letting it go, and you're going right to the ho. Look at that. Ooh, balanced out. Just be a good person, and good things happen. Don't be a good person, and don't want that. We don't want that giving us if we're doing that. No. Take the mask off. Because the universe is going to be like, here you go. Here's that love that you ordered. You're a fighter. You're a warrior. You've got everything you've been holding yourself back from. The truth is coming, and you are valuable. You are amazing. You are awesome sauce. So we're going to bring in the right people to work with you. All right? And am I ready to let go of the buried shame? It's okay, man. Let it go. Let it go. Figure it out. What's under the surface? What are you holding on to? Shift your vibration. Heal the shame by giving it a name. Bring it to the light and let it be seen, heard, and healed. Again, that whole mask thing will do this. That's a false self. Living in shame is a false self. Living in fear is a false self. Being a people pleaser is not your true self. All the things that you say yes to that you don't want to do. What role are you taking on in those moments? Cut them with the cards. Say no, okay? That is a full sentence. And on the video I made for Instagram, at the end of it, I was like, let me know if you guys want me to do like a live where I make the masks, with you. Like, I'll pull out some paper and some things, and I'll make masks, and you guys can make your masks, create the reality of your dreams. And then there was something else in that one. I can't remember what it was. Oh, but an ADHD group where it's like, okay, guys, because I have a new channel where I'm showing everybody all the back end of my stuff. But I also know that, like, with ADHD, if I got to clean my closet, if I have a body double with me, it's much more likely for me to clean the closet. So I can act as people's body double, and they can act as mine if I go live and we clean out the closet. But I also know there's a lot of shit in the closet other people probably want, like decks and things like that, crystals, stuff that I don't want anymore, clothes, bags, all that stuff. So, it's like, here, I'll give some stuff away. I'll probably sell other stuff. I just need, like, people to give me shipping money if I'm shipping them something. But I'd also be able to be help other people be accountable. You know what I mean? Like, do you need to clean your fucking closet? Let's clean it together. You know, do you want to work on your website? Let's work on it together. But the new channel is over there. I'm going live tomorrow night. It's Bridget Rao Essentials, and I'm teaching all the other side of this stuff. Like I'll give you the Reiki 1 certification on the Divine Essentials channel, but then over on the Bridget Rao Essentials channel, I'll show you how to actually put it to use, and like find your people. Find the people who you can help to heal and all of that stuff. So kind of goes along with this. It may not be what everyone's passionate about, but it's available and it's there. And the ADHD thing, I think anybody could do. But yeah, create the reality of your dreams. Follow what you're passionate about. Joy comes from within. Stop seeking it outside of yourself, and know that you are an inspiration. Okay, you can do anything in this world that you want to do, and people will celebrate it if they're the right people. And make sure you're taking time out for yourself. Okay. And balancing your energy. You're not people pleasing. You're not overdoing it. What are you doing, Bun Bun? Don't overdo it. All right, so I'm going to go on to the next pile here. I don't even remember how I had this set up. I think I had it like this. I don't know. Pretty sure. I don't know. All right, here we go. Pile number 2. We're going to do the toxic triggers first for you. Here we are. A 1, a 2, a 3. How is everybody? So we have step outside of your comfort zone, and your guides are protecting you. So if you've been holding yourself back, you've been afraid to be yourself, you've been afraid to put your true self into this world, or you've been afraid to do something, right? Or you've just been like doing the same thing day in and day out, and it's getting a little fucking redundant. Spirit's saying, we are here, we're protecting you. Stop doing those stupid things that you don't like doing. You don't have to keep showing up to the same old thing, but it may be part of your comfort zone. Sometimes we do this in love, sometimes we do this with work, sometimes we do this with just like where we live, sometimes we do it with way too much, and it's our comfort zone is a hot mess, and we need to change it so that good things can happen. But Spirit is protecting you, and on the bottom of the deck I saw the boundaries. Yeah, so givers need to set limits because takers never do. So make sure you're practicing boundaries at this time and protecting yourself, because Spirit can protect you energetically and like around you on those senses, but like you make your own decisions, man. You got free will. And if you're giving your power away to everybody or letting people just take advantage of you, that's not going to be good, okay? But if you've had your boundaries tested and things like that, and maybe people took advantage of you, and now you're like, I don't even want anyone near me, I'm hiding out, get away from me. I understand, because I've done that too, but it was a lesson to make you stronger, and it's time to step out of your comfort zone. So like I've been slowly pushing myself back into like doing events in my house, slowly putting myself back on the line, doing live events, doing things that I didn't do for the longest time because I was in my comfort zone. When the stalker showed up, I was like, fuck that. I don't want him to see me anymore. I got Lyme disease. I got really sick. And a lot of things have happened in my personal life. And it's like, you know what? I'm just going to stay away from everybody because that's safer. I don't want anybody looking at me. I don't want my energy involved in anything. Boppity boopity beep. I'm just going to be here by myself and basically lose everything that I built because I, got hurt by people. But staying in that energy is toxic. It's no good for us, so we need to come back out of that, okay? And know that you've known the worst and you're prepping for the best, and Spirit's been protecting you and guiding you all along, and this has been for your highest and best. This has been to make you stronger, because the next part of your journey is going to be freaking amazing. Yeah, so if you've been anxious or having depression, just know that it's time for that to go, because you need to remember who you are and where you come from, and cut the cords to the past and the present narcissists in your life, and the past and present influences in your life. It's time to care about yourself, to find the tools that work for you, and to nurture healthy relationships, because whatever's karmic, staying would be toxic. That was a lesson. It's time to leave those old energies behind. It's no good for you to stay stuck anymore. It's no good for you to be in those places anymore. We need to get grounded back into this present moment and free yourselves from the addictions to people, places, and things, or ideas, or beliefs, or, comfort zones that we're addicted to. We got to let it go. Maybe you're like, I'm just not going to hang out with anybody anymore because then it's easier. But you can't keep sweeping that under the rug. That's not a healthy thing. Avoiding all people in the world isn't a great, tool there to be like, okay, I won't get hurt again, because you're hurting yourself, because you're going to be lonely, and you're going to crave attention. Eventually you're going to crave like human interaction. You're going to crave those things. You're going to crave love. You're going to crave peace. You're going to crave all that shit. So you're going to be harming yourself by not allowing yourself to have it just because somebody did something or somebody might do something, you know? And so let go of that stuff, all right? Put those boundaries up with yourself. Be like, I'm not doing this anymore because I actually want true love and I can't find it sitting here and hiding. I can't find it when I'm pretending to be someone I'm not. Because even if I found someone and I'm not being my true self, or I'm like, people pleasing in a way where it's like, I just agree with everything you say because I don't want you to not like me anymore. Eventually they're going to find out the truth that like you aren't really who you say you are, and that's not good. Nobody wants that. It's not that attractive. But you get to make all of your decisions come from love because you got free will, okay? And you are no longer that person. You're evolving, you're changing, you're shifting, you're growing, and you're cleansing and clearing out the old energies. Goodbye, old energy. And we have stop and look around, all you want will be found. So you may already have a lot in your life right now that you're not recognizing, and I think that Spirit's like, come on, step out of your comfort zone. You may be you may even just be comfortable in this place right now where you're like, just the mindset of like, I don't have enough, I don't know what to do, I can't get out of here, this is my life, and I'm just like, this is it, and it's like, no, if you stop and look around and be grateful and shift your focus and your energy, you will start to see that you have everything that you need right now, okay? And that it's all available to you right now, but not if you stay in the place where you've been, that those things seem to be eluding you. And a lot of times that starts within the mind. I started doing my gratitude challenge 21 days ago, and every motherfucking day something good has happened, and it's been getting better every freaking day. It's just crazy, the amount of things. And like, I was driving Amazon Flex rides 21 days ago. I haven't had to do one since I started it because my income has steadily been coming in from my passion, my work, and it's because I'm shifting my vibration, I'm shifting my focus, I'm being receptive and nurturing to those things that I actually want in my life. And what are you waiting for? Open the door. This is your opportunity right now to receive all that you want. It's all right there, but you've got to start focusing on the gratitude of what you already have so Spirit can bring you more. And you are shifting timelines into wholeness and completion when you start allowing to be receiving all that the universe wants you to receive, and all that you want to receive, and in divine time things will align. And it's all about alignment. It's all about vibration. It's reconciling with the past and surrendering to a new chapter where you're going to be awakening into union and receiving all that has been missing. And they're saying, open a book, take a look, the answers you seek will come this week. So look closer into figuring these things out within yourself and around yourself and just in the material world. Like, what do I need to cleanse out of me? What prayers do I need to be asking? Because you have free will. So unless you ask Spirit to help you with shit, they can't infringe. So it's like, Spirit, show me how good it gets. Show me how great this can be. Show me like all that I need, and show me that I'm on the right path, and affirm and take your power back with positive self-talk. So, like, I'm so grateful that I have this, that, and the other thing. I'm so grateful that I have a home to sleep in. I'm so grateful that I could eat today. I'm so grateful that this thing happened. I'm so grateful, the bop-a-da-boop, okay? And I promise you, you will start to find more things to be grateful for, and you'll recover your power. And you're like, I'm so grateful that I'm so strong. I'm so grateful that I'm so powerful. I'm so grateful that I'm so beautiful. I'm so great. And gratitude is the butter, man. When you think about the bread and butter of manifesting, it is the butter. You need the butter, or you can't have the bread and the butter, okay? I promise you, it works. It's been working so fucking fast. It's crazy. It's just free, man. You just do it. You just write down some shit every day. A little page of what you're grateful for, and it will fucking change your life. You can expect an upgrade within the decade, and you'll be going to the next level, right? So starting today, over the next 10 years, expect that upgrade. It's all working out for you in your favor. And just ask Spirit to show you. Show me how good can it get. Show me how good I can receive the abundance. The freaking abundance. The infinite. The connection. The strength. If I've been out of alignment, my mission needs a reassignment. My vibration needs to shift so that I can receive all that I'd like to receive. All right, so let's get the ocean of emotion and see what's going on here. Lonely. I'm so tired of being lonely. Rage, all of the anger I hold back is burning me up from inside, and I want to be the one who stands beside you and assists you in all your success. So I feel like, in this situation here, you could have this. because it could be like, if you're here, there's probably a reason, okay? You may identify with, yes, I may be like putting up a lot of like protection around me in the sense of just avoiding everything so that I don't get hurt. But I can't do that because that's just another problem fixing a problem. What I need to do is step out of my comfort zone, take my power back, healthy boundaries, clear out the old, and know that if I don't want to be alone, I have to put myself around others that want to support me and allow that. And if they start to show me that they're not really there for me, or they start to show me that the signs that I've seen in the past, then I'm not going to let that happen. And I'm not going to let it mean anything about me. I'm not going to let it destroy me from within. And if I've got rage inside of me, I'm going to let it out. I'm not going to hold it back. I'm going to be authentic. I'm going to tell people exactly how I feel and what I think and what the truth is. Because this will just burn you from in and destroy you. It will harm you. It will make you sick. And it will make you anxious. I can't sleep, I don't eat, I have no sense of inner peace. And look at envy has been coming up. I did a reading for Instagram, then the first pile I talked about this because I had seen a card come out from here and it was pride, right? And it like connected to that, and I had talked to someone today, and it's just like all these things are interconnected. So if you feel worse about yourself, because of things, like maybe you get envious about things, or there could be somebody that you are connected to energetically that is feeling envious, right, or anxious about stuff, and pride could be standing in the way in those circumstances. And this can manifest in so many different ways, and it's natural. It's like we all have ego. If we didn't have an ego, we'd be dead. If we didn't have these natural instincts inside of us to like survive and do well and all of that, we wouldn't be here as a civilization. Okay, but we don't want to let it get the best of us, and we don't want to let our pride block us from receiving love. Like, oh, I'm fine by myself, but in the meantime, I'm not. In the meantime, I'm sad and alone. In the meantime, I want support and success. In the meantime, I'm feeling anxious because I'm fucking alone all the time. So, that could be an addiction that's holding people back at this time. Yes, same fucking card as pile 1. So if you are here for this pile, you might want to listen to pile 1 too, but it says I can't break out of these illusions. These are the same types of messages. And in that one, it was more so like, there could be somebody that you're connected to that knows that like they need to fix what's been broken with you, and they may be too prideful to say something to you, or you could be too prideful to say something to them, or you could just be trying to protect yourself from it because maybe they've hurt you before and you feel like in isolation is better. You may feel like nobody cares, but at least they can't get you again, right? And that's keeping you stuck, and that's probably keeping the other person stuck. So you need to know that you are strong, you got the strength, you have everything you need inside of you, but you're gonna have to heal that inner child, and you're gonna have to tap into your inner sexuality and not lie to yourself anymore. Okay, people lie to themselves, and whoever you're connected to, if they're your twin flame, your mirror, right, which most people are our mirror, they're sitting around thinking, I don't know how to fix the pain in my heart. That's a lie. We all know what to do. We just tell ourselves we don't, so that we can sabotage ourselves and sit back in our fucking fear, because love scared me. It scares me because it scarred me, But I need to break free, and I'm ready to break free. So I'm not going to stay there anymore. I've been a fucking fool. I'm done. I've made a fool of myself. I don't want to do that anymore. Look, this person who lied before and they will again. I feel like you've been lying to yourself, and this other person is probably lying to themselves, and that stuff needs to go away. And we need to come into a place of inner peace, so that we can find our wholeness and our love. We got to meditate and figure out, what do we really need to do here? What decisions do we want to make? What are we sweeping under the rug that needs to come to the surface? And where are we so anxious or depressed? So that we can heal that abusive stuff and let it go. And use your intuition and your sensitivity to inform yourself on how to work through these things. But know that it's all just been a lesson. And cord cutting on a daily, regular basis is going to help you, because whether you're creating them or people outside of you are creating them, say somebody's envious of you, or somebody, is lying to you, or they just don't like you, or you've said something to them, or you go through fucking stop signs or whatever, like somebody cuts you off in traffic. You could be creating cords and things on a regular basis that need to be cut. And sometimes they're not even like, it's not even just, it just happens, right? Maybe you're a beautiful person and people get jealous when they see you, or they get triggered because their husband looked at you. Bing, bang, bang, cord, cord, cord. Okay? So you need to cut those cords regularly, and know that you do have a true community of support out here. Not everybody is like that, but we live in a world, unfortunately, where there's a lot of people like that. And it's hard for us sometimes because, like, again, I don't resonate on certain frequencies, so it's hard for me to notice those things, but I've gotten better at it because I've dealt with it, so many times. I don't necessarily feel those things anymore since healing and realizing and just growing the hell up. But there are still people who are very deeply ingrained into feeling inadequate or insecure, or you just trigger them. It doesn't even matter if you don't have more than them or whatever. It's just your light, your frequency, something about you can trigger other people's bullshit. So with this, we need to bring awareness to others, and we need to heal, and we need to connect with the right people. Endings and beginnings are just the same. So they're really just new beginnings when things come to an end. And as new ones are starting, ask for other people's clear intentions and set clear intentions for yourself so that you don't get mixed up into those old, places and old people or those old cycles that have been harming you. And take your time and slow down. It's not a rush. And no is a full sentence. You don't have to explain yourself all the time, but take your power back and nurture healthy relationships, because that is going to serve you to release the addiction to anything that's holding you back at this time. Any stress that has kept you under pressure. And just know that there's other people out there who will understand and know more than you know. Like I was holding everybody back, right? Not talking to anybody, bop de boop. Every person that I've reconnected with, it's like when I talk to them, they're like, oh my God. And it's like everything I've been going through, they've been going through. And it's just how life is. It's just how life is. We're guided to the people we need to connect with at the right time for the right reason, to hear the right thing. And sometimes we connect to people that maybe aren't there for like those good time vibes. But even they serve a purpose. They show us something inside of ourselves that we need to heal or we need to focus on. And when the spring has sprung, it will all be done. And the time is now. No need to wait. Go out on a date. Move on with yourselves. Like, have a good time. We don't need to stay stuck in that discomfort zone, because that's all that is. It's not a comfort zone. It's a discomfort zone. But yesterday came. Tomorrow will too. It's time to decide what will you do. So don't hold yourself back anymore. Get out there. Live your life. Realize what fears are limiting you. Have a consciousness shift and a change of your mind. And things are going to be really helpful. And shifting, stop and look around, all you want will be found. I really do recommend doing that, gratitude thing, because I feel it can help many people to feel better very quickly. Yes, it will help you to see beyond the smoke and mirrors and the illusions. It's going to help you to get in alignment with your desires. It's going to help you to nurture healthy relations. Okay? So yeah, you're evolving. You're no longer that person. You're like a blooming flower. As the flowers appear, a new dawn is here. Your vibration is shifting. You are changing. Pay attention to your inner vision. And when you go into that inner vision and you shift these things, you're coming into a sacred union within yourself and externally, and allowing the flames of love and the flames of transmutation to align you. And again, perfectionism is just accepting who you are right now and knowing that you already are perfect as you are. And that's how you're going to come into the union. It's through your self-love and through your self-acceptance, through your authentic truth, from taking off the mask, from following your heart and being the visionary. And we just had 13 and 31 right there. So again, that's a divine feminine frequency. Allow it in. Be the Messiah, number 3. And you are a starseed, number 30, okay? So these things are going to be significant to you. Use your words wisely. Be conscious about what you're saying about yourself, what you're saying to others, what you're believing, and what you're hearing. And there is help from above that's coming down for you at this time. And express your sensuality and your sexuality. This is a card I pulled today when I pulled this deck out. This is the first card I got. I was like, what do I need to focus on? It was like being a hoe. I'm just kidding. But it was like, you need to get freaky deaky, and you need to step out of your comfort zone and all of that stuff. And then other things came through because we're healing. We're all healing together. So if you were drawn to this, there's a reason for it. You need to unleash your creativity. You need to, embark on your own love. And again, if you're on this pile, I really think that pile 1 also will have messages for you. But I'm going to move on to the other pile now. So thank you very much. All right. So if you chose pile 3, pile 1 and pile 2 were like the exact same messages. And it was very crazy. But it's also a message that was coming through on Instagram earlier. But it's like been evolving all day long. Pile 2 ended with like the sacred union. Pile 1 ended with love. So, there's a lot of stuff going on right now in the energies. And then I look over here and I see the lovers and the magician, which is again summarizing a lot of what has been coming through in regards to transforming your energy. And look at that! Illuminating. In a month's time, you will see the light shine. Like transforming the energy, illuminating things, healing, sparking, creating. everything is shifting. Okay, so it's in the dark. You can feel the heart. I feel like you may have been in a place of depression or darkness at some point. This also was flipped over. It was that way. So beginnings and endings are one and the same. So I feel like you're coming to the time that you're ending something where you've been in the dark, but it was in the dark that it got you to feel your heart. It was in the place that you needed to be at the time that you were in it. And they're saying the years will pass and you will last. So you've got the stamina that you need to make it through whatever you've been through. Okay, you're gonna last. You've got stamina. You may have already been through a lot, right? And I feel like you're coming to the end of that. It's the time for that darkness and that depression to slip away. And yes, look, when the days are long and the nights are hot, that's when you'll know it's time to start. It's time to get started. So it's over with that, and it's beginning with this. It's beginning to look a lot like fuck this everywhere you turn. Put the eggs in your basket, or you'll blow a gasket all day long. It says, as you collect your eggs in a basket, prepare yourself or blow a gasket. So right now is a time to be preparing for these shifts, okay? And I don't think it necessarily means like you got to be all freaked out. Although I just did split the deck, and it says something sweet or something sour is coming for you in the hour. But I feel like this is dependent on how you prepare yourself. And some of the other messages that have been coming through tonight are the same, where in the regards of like how you respond to what life puts in your plate and how you respond to your day-to-day life is going to determine what actually happens around you, or how you perceive what happens around you. Because your perception is going to really dictate your feelings. If you look at a circumstance and you're like, oh my God, this is horrible, and you just immediately go to the victim place, you're going to be depressed, and it's going to be harder, and it's going to feel like 10 times worse, and you're just going to be sad and miserable about it. But if something happens and you just accept that it happened, and it doesn't mean anything about you, like it's not your fault, you know, in most of the cases, it's not your fault that bad things happen. In most of the cases, things just happen. Even if, like, when somebody else does something, right? That was them doing that. So you don't have to take that responsibility. But I feel like things may be coming up at this time, and so just prepare yourself so that you don't blow a gasket. Like think in terms of like, what is the worst thing possible that could happen to me? And if that thing happened to me, what would that mean for me? And if what that meant for me happened, then what would be the possible worst thing from there and there and there? And try to like get down to the bottom, because like you're not gonna die, right? And I think that's like everybody's big motive and fear is like, I'm just gonna die, like underneath all of the crap, you know, or I'm gonna be rejected. And that's basically again coming down to fear of death, because we still have that animalistic aspect within ourselves. We don't come out of the womb prepared to care for ourselves. We need somebody to feed us and change us and do all those things, or we will die. So as we go into this world that has been manipulated and crazy and has all these systems in place and, you know, all these rules and regulations, and then people and their opinions and their judgments and all of that stuff, it makes it really difficult to thrive and feel great or to feel safe and secure. But if you prepare yourself and you remind yourself that it doesn't matter what the hell shows up, that I have the stamina and I can do what I need to do to get to a better outcome, and you shift your consciousness, you change your mind, and you realize what those fears are that have been blocking you, everything that has been difficult is going to shift. All right, so we just got this. Expect the rebirth of death into life. When the darkness is fighting to overcome light, expect the rebirth of death into life, okay? So things will shift for you. I feel like you're in a cycle right now, and I feel like the cycle could have started for you. I feel like there's a cycle starting right now, and it's going to shift significantly at the fall equinox, but it's not in a negative way. Again, that's the thing too. People need to shift their fear around change. Change is good. Change should be celebrated, because without change, you would never get anywhere that you want to be. Things need to change for you to have the outcomes in your life that you want. But people seem to have this instant to change. They fear it. When the people see 555, a lot of people have like this connection to it being like, oh no, I'm scared. And it's like, there's nothing to be fearful of, and it's nothing to be afraid of. Again, it comes down to that like stability and feeling like, oh no, my stability might get messed with if things are going to change. And so, but we need to get to the place of where we embrace that change, because that's when things spring into action. That's when new things grow. That's when we have better outcomes. And that could be when the one you miss comes for a kiss. Okay, so if you've been feeling confused, or you don't know where to go, within a few days you'll know which way. And right now it says the time is now. No need to wait. Go out on a date. Go out and have fun. Do what you want to do. Act like you are already the version of you that's happy, so you can be happy. What would you do if you were happy? Where would you be right now if you were happy? So go put yourself into those places so you're happy. And then focus on what's already around you and all the blessings that are there, because it could be seconds if you count your blessings. So the things that aren't showing up right now, the confusion that you may have at this time, the uncertainty about change, can become better when you shift your focus to gratitude. And instead of looking at, like, obstacles and things as oh no, this is going to be the worst thing ever, and instead look at it, okay, this is my opportunity. This is going to get good. How good can it get? Things will get good, and you'll create, and you'll inspire, and you'll set your life on fire. You are the artist of your life, and you have a divine alignment at this time underneath you within your foundation. There's angelic support that wants to support you. And you need to approach your logic creatively and calm the raging sea. Become stress-free by balancing your feminine and masculine, balancing your logic and creative sides. Allow yourself to listen to your intuition and to your emotions and all of that, but logically, like, help yourself to support the right decisions and the right actions and the right movement, so that you have a balanced mind and you're not procrastinating, you're not wasting time in your life, you're getting things done, so that a year from today you will be on your way. Everything that you know right now will be in a whole new place, because the foundation that you built is spiritually protected, and you are redirected, and you are going to have everything that you could possibly ever dreamed of, if you just allow yourself to know. Okay, so if you're confused, what is true, who is real, what will the time reveal, know that everything will be revealed in divine time. You don't need to know anything right now for you to be the best version of you right now, and you just allow yourself to feel good and feel whole and feel complete, and be doing the things and feeling the ways that start to clear up that confusion. And if you are confused with stuff in your life, take some time to just take a break. Pour some more, close the door, go to hermit mode. The person I just talked to tonight, we were both saying, because it had been a long time since I'd talked to them, and I was like, yeah, sometimes we go to hermit mode, and that's okay. We just don't want to stay there forever. But sometimes it's necessary so that we can figure out what is true and who is real in our lives, and what is it that we really want. And time will reveal that. But what are you waiting for? Open the door. You have an opportunity right now to shift your whole entire life by focusing in a whole new way and shifting the beliefs and the mindset and the fears and the doubts and the things that all of us have, and come and go to various degrees over our lives. But it is a good time for you to start doing that. So someone is running from the truth, and I feel like, if you've been running from the truth in your life, it's blocking you from abundance and manifesting magic into your life. You could be afraid of the truth of the matter of whatever. It's just something in your life that needs to come to the light that you've been sweeping under the rug. It's time for you to acknowledge it, because, look, illusions, inebriated. Time is an illusion. Release your confusion. In the light of the sun, it will all be done. Whenever we're confused or whenever we're uncertain, it's usually because whatever we're confused or uncertain about isn't for us. When something is for us or something is good for us, we just know it and we just go towards it. We don't run from it. And and it can shift over time too. What might be good for someone today could change tomorrow, and what isn't good for someone today may be good for them later. It just depends on what it is and what's going on. But if you're running from the truth of the matter of things, sometimes that's out of a people pleaser energy, sometimes that's out of a fearful energy, sometimes that's out of I'm just not worthy place, like an inadequate place. But you got to find the tools that work for you for your self-care at this time, so that you're not running from the truth of abundance that is available to you. You can have the most beautiful, perfect thing that you would like to have in your life at this time, when you realize that you are perfect in this moment. You are an inspiration in this moment, that you are no longer the version of yourself that felt stuck or stagnant or hurt or whatever, but it's a decision that you get to make in this moment. And there's been a hidden lesson in all that you've been through, and you're meant to bring awareness to others within this. So you have a soul family and a community out there that needs your support if you've been through something, and that could be on a grand scale, like what I do, sharing messages to thousands of people, or it could be on a small scale, just like one or two people But if you're an empath, you have an extra sensitive soul, which is both a blessing and a curse. But if you are grateful for it, an attitude of gratitude will transform your paradigm. And if you set clear intentions, your beginnings are going to start beginning. And no more avoiding the truth of the things that are around you. Start cutting the cords to the people in your life that are not serving you. Stop being addicted to the things that are keeping you in a heightened state emotionally, or the people and the places that are just not serving you, especially if you're an empath, because toxic people impact empaths 10 times more than just like a normal person, because a lot of people don't recognize it. They don't even see it. It goes under the radar. They're really good at pretending. But if you're an empath, something is going to be heightened within you, so you need to cut those cords to that and let go of what's old and withered and outdated, and release old emotions and wounds that are keeping you stuck. Cry and let it go. Go outside and breathe. Escape the traps of the mind. Nature nurtures, and step out of your comfort zone, because your comfort zone, what I was just talking about in the second pile, was is your discomfort zone. It'll keep you stuck. It's time to cut the cords to the things that have happened that are draining you, and know that you've learned a lesson that makes you stronger, and it's time for you to remember who you are and where you come from, and to go towards your passion in this life and your purpose in this life, because you are a star child and your home is in the stars. You've known the worst, you're prepping for the best. It's okay to just say no to the things that aren't serving you, and no longer just sweep that under the rug and people please to your own demise, and bite your tongue and not share the truth. In the light of the sun, it'll all be done. It's time to speak the motherfucking truth. It's time to tell your truth. If you tell your truth, it'll be a catalyst to you. You will meet divine love when you release the karma. You will be receptive and receive the fucking manifesting of the awakening partnership. Stop and look around. All you want will be found. And it could be seconds if you count all your blessings with gratitude. The gratitude is the secret little part of it. Look at that. You do have the courage. You can fix it. And you are going to start being responsible for yourself instead of everybody else, because you know that you can do it, and you can see beyond these smoke and mirrors. You are seeing through those illusions and those lies. And you may be worried. It may feel like you're carrying the weight of the world, but you are wise, and you're going to change your perspectives, and you're going to break free from all that shit that's been stagnant-y, and you have that strength, and it's going to inspire others, and it's going to help you to heal your little child inside of you, and it's going to bring the right people in to work together with you to rebuild on a healthy foundation that's not going to crumble down later on, and you know that you can fix what's been broken. And you just need to trust that inner knowing and be faithful that everything's working out for you. You will find your way back in divine time to where you're meant to be. If it's a certain person or a certain place or a certain vibration, you're getting back into the warmth. You're getting also back into your independence and your freedom from these toxic things that have held you back. And you are tapping back into the innocence so that you don't self-sabotage, so that you don't believe that you're a bad person, there's something wrong with you, or so that you don't believe that there's something wrong with every other person on the planet, and I'm just not going to let them all in me because love scarred me, so I'm scared of it. No, we're going to balance that shit out. We're going to be adults. We're going to let go of being haunted by the past and the inner misery and the bullshit that we feel foolish about. We're not going to let ourselves manipulate ourselves anymore. We're not going to let anybody else manipulate us anymore. And we're not going to play hostile mind games with motherfuckers. We're too busy working on ourselves. We're too busy growing on ourselves. We're too inspired to take any of that bullshit. We're taking action in our lives because we know that we deserve to have the outcomes that we would like in our lives. No more of the bullshit. No more being this. No more lying to ourselves and others. No more pretending that everything's okay when it's not. We're balanced in life and love. And this was one of the cards there. So, yeah, you are beautiful right now in this moment. You're a wild soul. You're a wild child. A beautiful wild soul. And you've been through the cycles. Look at this. This cycle is ending for you right now. And you are the motherfucking Phoenix rising, and you may be coming together with a soulmate, or you may be just discovering your life purpose, or you may just be breaking out of the entrapment that you were stuck within. But either way, you're taking off the masks and you are rising like the phoenix. But you need to say what you actually mean and mean what you actually say. Break out of any victim consciousness. Unleash that creative soul inside of you. Enjoy your sexual powerful energy. Heal your little inner child and allow yourself to be teachable so that you can actually heal and grow and find that true love. Express that sexual self. No more sabotaging. No more holes in the soul. It's time for this cycle to close and for the new one to begin with the phoenix rising. And be authentic. This card came out for every motherfucking pile. I just split the deck. Okay? This is your life purpose, is to be who you are. To honor it. That's going to be magnetic. That's going to be attractive. That's going to be beautiful. And that's going to grow your tree of life. Okay? It's a message, awesome sauce, heart compass. Follow your heart, because it knows how to alchemize the circumstances in your life at this time that don't maybe feel perfect, but are perfect. Everything is perfect right now. You are perfect right now. You're magnetic right now. And your authentic you is all that you need to do. Is just embody that so you can have your sacred union. Okay? All right. The little deck for this. So for cycles, it says, what cycle of your life are you in right now? What is the one area of your life where you need to focus most of your energy? Is it a time for you to focus on your family? Do you need alone time to discover your true purpose? Do you yearn to open your heart and love fully, deeply, and passionately? Is it the time for healing and regeneration? Maybe you're completely ready to enthusiastically concentrate on your life purpose and put all your energy and effort into making your dreams a reality. Each cycle you encounter offers you fresh gifts, possibilities, and to learn and grow. The better you become at identifying the cycle you are in, the more flow and harmony you will experience in the choices you make. So the action for this says your body is the key to showing you where you are at. Do you have the energy and the vitality to focus on your goals, or are you in a period of healing? Write down what you're experiencing at present. Read over what you wrote several times and give yourself permission to honor the cycle you are in. It is time to learn or to apply what you have learned. So again, I just went through that. I just went through the cycle of holding back and not doing anything and just have 5555 on the clock. And now I'm in my cycle of that Phoenix rising. But it's okay to honor if you're not in the Phoenix rising right now, too. It's okay to honor if you're in that time of, no, I'm healing right now. I need to go within. I need to heal, like, whatever victim stuff I may have been through, or I need to, just shift, just let go of things. And that may take time, and that's okay. I can honor that. Anything you are doing right now is perfect for you, and we got to stop beating ourselves up for just being who we are, where we are. It's all part of life. We all have cycles to go through. But the Phoenix Rising says this is not a time to create, but a time to sweep away everything that has not worked in your life. The reason so many things may breaking down and not going your way is because the old cycle of your life is completing. You may feel that you are walking through the fires of life right now in order to be cleansed and purified for your rebirth. Soon you will not recognize yourself. You are reclaiming your spirit. If possible, try to isolate yourself from the chaos surrounding you. Now is the time for you to feel any pain that you have previously suppressed, so that you can heal. The universe has plans and opportunities that are better than you can imagine, so let go and trust and anticipate what is coming. So action says write down what you're afraid to let go of, number your fears, from the worst thing that could happen to the smaller fears. I swear to God, I have not read this fucking book. Oh my God. I pulled out the deck today. I played with the cards, but I did not see this one, and I definitely did not see this one. I cannot believe it says that. Oh my God. Then write down what could be a possible gift of facing the fear. Place your hands on the part of your body where you feel the most fear. Say to yourself or out loud, am I willing to let this fear go? Imagine being able to take this sensation of fear out of your body and into the palms of your hands. Envisage that the fear becomes a bird. Surrender the bird to the higher source and visualize it flying away. Repeat the word surrender several times, okay? So I just taught Reiki 1 on the Divine Essentials channel too, guys. And it's literally all on there for free. The only part that you would have to pay for if you want it is the certificate, because I got to make it and send it to you. But it's for any dollar denomination that people want to donate. But you can watch the whole thing. You can learn all of Reiki 1. You can be a certified usui Reiki healer. I'm a master teacher, and I did that like that so that I could help other people in that way. I am going to teach Reiki 2 and Reiki Master Teacher online. I just don't know how I'm going to exactly set it up. Like, I'm going to teach it all, but I might put the attunements behind a paywall with a limit, because it depends. It depends how well level 1 does. It's only been out for 2 days. I have a set thing in my head that I want to hit this amount of money that I make from it. And if I don't, then I'm definitely going to need to put a pay thing on it for the next one. But it wouldn't be anything ridiculous, because I can reach so many more people online than I can in-house in my one person room. But it's something I usually charge $150 for one person to come. So we're trying to keep that in mind. And it's also a very important aspect within Reiki is to keep the energies balanced and all of that. So That is over there. If you want to watch it, you're more than welcome to. But that reminded me of it, that little action that you do. And this is just crazy to me. But again, I was talking to someone today. Like, we need to balance things out in our life. We can't always be going and we can't always be, but it's okay to honor wherever you are in the moment and to stay in the moment and to go through these things and to be that phoenix, right? To heal yourself of all the things that have been holding you back in your life at this time, and say what you truly mean what you say, and do what you feel guided to do along the way, and use an energetic shield to keep you safe, okay, so that you can have a sacred union within and around you. But I'm going to go now. Readings are available on my website, 25% off for the next 24 hours on my Etsy shop, and yep, in my namaste.